Welcome to the Karaoke Arena 1 and men's wheelchair basketball here at the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games. Here are the standings in Group A. Spain and Australia each have 3 wins and 1 loss, as does Turkey. The Netherlands at 2-2, Japan at 1-3, and Canada at 0-4. 4 of those teams will advance to the quarterfinals. The winner of this group will play will play 4th place in Group B, second will play 3rd, and so on. Today's matchup here is Japan against Australia, so a crunch match for both teams. The Aussies at 3-1 need the win, and the Japanese at 1-3 need the win. Introducing the starting lineups, 0 is Chokai. Renshi Chokai at only 17 years old. He's been very impressive in this tournament. 2, Akira Toyoshima. 3, Daisuke Chuchiko. 4, the captain, Reo Fujimoto. 10, Tetsuya Miyajima. 11, Kiyoshi Fujisawa. 13, Mitsugu Chiwaki. 15, Shingo Fuji. 18, Hiroyuki Nagata. 24, Naohiro Murakami. 31, Takanori Ishikawa. And 55, the really popular Hiroki Kozai. And the coach for Japan, Shinpei Oikawa. And now the team from Australia. Number 4 is Sean Russell. Number 5, Bill Latham. 6, Adam Deans. 7, Sean Norris. 8, Josh Allison. 9 is Tristan Knowles. 10 is Yannick Blair. 11, Tom O'Neill Thorne. 12, Ty Simmons. 13, Matt McShane. 14, Brett Stibners. And 15, the captain, Brad Ness. And the coach of Australia is Ben Ettridge. And now, with the teams lined up on court, it's time for the national anthems, starting with the national anthem of Japan, Kimigayo, His Imperial Majesty's Reign. Kimigayo, the words come from a waka poem written in the Heian period, sometime between the 8th and 12th centuries. And now the national anthem of Australia, Advance Australia Fair. And now the players will move through center court, exchanging gifts, remembrances of the occasion. The coaches do the same. Each coach and official giving it to his counterpart on the other side. The players work by the numbers, and sometimes matching the numbers has proven to be a little bit of a difficulty for them. Brad Ness, the Australian captain, asking for the basketballs to come back out. He's giving some last second warm-ups. That's Tristan Knowles. He's the leading scorer for Australia, also their leading rebounder and the leader in assists. Most of their offense will come through him. There is the Australian team. Knowles, as I said, the leading scorer, rebounder, and assists. He gets help from Sean Norris, who you also saw a shot of, second leading scorer, second leading rebounder, and third in assists. Second in assists is Brett Stivners. The three of them, most of the offense will channel through them, and Bill Latham, who comes in off the bench. There's Ben Ettridge. The Australian team is loaded with high pointers and low pointers and little in the middle. Players are graded on a point system with 1 to 4.5. The higher the number, the lower the degree of impairment. So 1 is the highest degree of impairment, 4.5 is the lowest. The Japanese team now, well, the players to watch in terms of scoring are the captain, Fujimoto, number 4, and Hiroki Kozai, one of the most fun to watch players in this tournament. He's their second leading scorer, second leading rebounder, and also 9 assists a game he's dished out. Fujimoto averaging 17 points a game. The Australians are averaging 68.5 points a game. In Japan, only 55. But when you think about 39 of those 68 points are coming from Knowles or Norris, and for Japan, 33 of the 55 are coming from Fujimoto or Kozai. Starting lineup for Australia: Latham, Norris, and Knowles, Yannick Blair, and Matt McShane. And for Japan, Toyoshima, along with Chiwaki, who's the big man, does the rebounding, Shingo Fuji, and Kozai and Fujimoto. Australia beat the Netherlands by 20, squeaked a 2-point win over Turkey, beat Canada by 25, and then lost to Spain by 11 in a result that sort of put the group very tight up at the top. Japan lost to Turkey by 16, to Spain by 16, to the Netherlands by 18, and then beat Canada emphatically yesterday, 76-45, for their first win of the tournament. So Japan would need a win today to keep in the running for a spot in the quarterfinals. Otherwise, they'll be in the playoff for 9th through 12th places. And Australia, obviously, at 4-1 would be guaranteed going through. And with more matches to come, would have a shot at the top spot in the match, depending on how those other results pan out. Latham and Fujimoto is volleyballed back and taken by Knowles for Australia. Norris on the outside. Knowles setting the pick for him. Goes up to the top of the key. Soft shot by Latham, and it misses. Rebound to Fujimoto. Kozai coming down. He'll do the ball handling for Japan. Fujimoto getting the screen, looking for the shot, but he can't get it off because Latham is there. Kozai tried to pass back to Fujimoto. There was good defense there by Blair, and the pass to Fujimoto was stolen away by Latham, and now Knowles as the two Australian chairs collide. Two pushes of the wheels, and then you need to dribble. Blair with the shot, hits the rim and goes out, and Chiwaki with the rebound to Kozai, up quickly. Screen's kind of far out, but it's Fujimoto from the foul line. His shot is dead on the back of the rim, and the rebound comes off to Knowles. And we have a foul ahead of the play on Fujimoto, who collided with Latham. That'll be the first foul on the team. You get 4 before you go to the penalty situation, and all foul shots are shot. Otherwise, only fouls to someone who is in the act of shooting are shot, or technical fouls for unsportsmanlike conduct. Knowles quickly. Oh, he has McShane at the basket. Doesn't get the pass, goes across instead. And the first hoop of the game to Sean Norris for Australia. It's 2-0. Almost 2 minutes gone in the first quarter. Toyoshima got knocked over by Latham, picked himself right back up. Kozai trying to take the baseline. Fujimoto at the high post. Kozai again, 9 on the shot clock, spins around. Knowles very quick on defense. Kozai makes the shot for himself, goes off the glass, doesn't get it, but the rebound to Toyoshima. Fuji now, and there's another whistle. Didn't see a signal. Now 8 on the shot clock for Japan. Still haven't had a signal as to what the call was. And Japan, Latham, as Latham pushes through and Fuji goes down, there'll be only 2 seconds on the shot clock for Japan. No foul, although Latham seemed to get a pretty good piece of Fuji's arm. And the inbounds pass taken away by Australia, and Norris now comes down. Kozai got a piece of that as it went past. Pass was intended for McShane. Went off of Kozai's fingers. Australia will have possession with 13 seconds. Norris with a little shake and bake. Hook pass to Latham in the middle. Latham takes his time and puts it in. They have been calling 3-second violations on players who do that. Set up in the paint, get the pass, and then take a lot of time to get the shot off. So they'll have to be careful of that one. Fujimoto from the foul line. His shot's off. Rebound is tipped away. And the lead pass thrown, saved by Knowles, but only as far as Kozai. To Fujimoto on the baseline. Blair. And it's a jump ball, and Fujimoto, well, Blair was coming out of his chair, and I think that's what Fujimoto is saying. The possession arrow is with Japan, but you can't use the plate where your feet are for leverage, and you can't come up out of your chair either. And I think that's what Fujimoto was arguing with the referee, or at least pointing out to the referee. Gustavo Mathias, Bill Kurzel, and Milutin Jelenek are the referees. Fujimoto Plenty of time, 13 on the shot clock. Long shot from the outside, hits the rim and goes over. And Knowles has the rebound for Australia. Norris, he hits. 6-0 to Australia. And Japan wants a timeout with almost 4 minutes gone in the first quarter. Japan has yet to score. Australia has 6. And Coach Oyakawa has taken timeout for Japan. They trail 6-0. Relentless attack on the paint. So the Australians, they're bigger, and they're going to try to use that size advantage. They know that the ball is likely to go to either Kozai or Fujimoto. And you see they try to get a big out on Kozai. Now Fujimoto. And he hits 6-2. Norris all the way in. Fujimoto was busy with Knowles. Nobody else picked up Norris. He goes in easily for the layup. It's 8-2. He's got 6 of the 8 for Australia. Kozai to Fujimoto on the fadeaway. Kozai with the rebound. See Norris getting on Kozai. Kozai, that's a three-pointer, and it's good! 8-5. Norris with another good move coming down the lane. And the foul is called on Chiwaki. Right there. I'm not sure why Kozai, after making the three, has come out. It's always an interesting coaching move when you players start scoring and then you take them out. But it's basically a whole new unit has come in. Nagata, Fujisawa, Miyajima, Chuchiku, and Chokai. And they played very well in Japan's last game against Canada. So maybe they're trying to shake things up again. It's a faster unit, but it lacks the two big guns, Fujimoto and Kozai. See how they do now. They give up the bucket inside. Miyajima, Chokai. Chokai's very quick. He's only 17 years old. Second youngest man in the tournament. Chuchiku. Shots off, but there's the rebound. Let's see. I thought there was a foul there. As Knowles was reached in for the ball. And I don't know if you have to have a conference with the Australian coach after every call, but that seems to be what's happening. At some point you just say to the coach, "Coach, I'm tired of talking to you." But again, I haven't seen the call. Japan finally at least get the put in back. 12 on the shot clock. Chuchico. 2 on the shot clock. They're not going to get a shot away, and Australia take over on the 24-second violation, leading 10-5 with 4 minutes to play in the first period. Now Japan is picking them up further out with this unit than they were with the first unit that came in the game. Knowles over to Ness. Ness back to Knowles on the baseline. Knowles' shot is good, 12-5. And Knowles goes flying. And they've called the foul on Fujisawa. There's the basket by Chokai. You don't get a shot of the foul. Norris. And that's a 3-second violation. Knowles was planted on the corner of the paint there. Although they actually called it on Blair, who was planted down the other side of the paint, but it could have been either. Chuchiku drops to Fujisawa. Back, no, and over the head of Chuchiku. And again, a wholesale substitution by the Japanese. Bringing back the starting unit. Stibners is in, and that's a good pass. Simmons hit the bottom of the rim, but got his own rebound. Can't tie him up. Toyoshima missed taking the ball away. 8 on the shot clock for Norris. He overshoots. Rebound is tipped back, but only as far as Chiwaki. And now Fujimoto comes down for Japan. Kozai. Back to Fujimoto. 12-7. Norris takes his position, now comes and sets a pick for Stibners. Shot misses, and Chiwaki with the rebound for Japan. And Kozai comes down for the Japanese. Hands it to Ishikawa. Fujimoto back to Kozai. Pull the big man out. There's Chiwaki. Oh, good job defensively by Blair to get back and cut Chiwaki off. Norris goes falling at the feet of Fujimoto. And we have a timeout called by Australia, this time with 1:43 to play in the first. They lead Japan 12-7. And you can see that strategy just as clearly as you heard it when you heard Coach Ettridge explaining. Let's hear again.
Ball's got to move. Once we get into this area, ball's got to move. They want to jump early. Okay, they want to jump early. Go in the middle. Screen the opposite elbow. They're tripling. Screen the opposite elbow. Big over the top. All right? That's what we need. Okay?
So you see what he's coming up with in reaction to the way Japan is defending against the Australian shooters. If they come with 2 and if they come with 3 defenders, how he wants the ball to go. And of course, anytime you double or triple team a shooter, someone else has to be open. The problem, of course, is getting the ball away from the double or triple team and over to where it needs to be. Generally, the players who are left open are the ones furthest away from the ball. And we've seen in a number of teams here the ability to throw those cross-court passes. Knowles now, well, he had a good opportunity for a shot, but instead he had Latham coming in and dropped the ball to him. Latham lays it in, and it's 14-7 to Australia with under a minute and a half to play in the quarter. Ishikawa, Kozai had the screen. Look at how well Knowles got around the screen, but he tried to drop it in and couldn't. And before Kozai can get the shot away, the referee stopped play. Allison went down under his own power. Wasn't knocked down, wasn't a foul, just overbalanced. Kozai, Fujimoto. Back to Kozai. Oh, good move. It's a three if it goes, but it doesn't. And the rebound comes to Toyoshima. Toyoshima back out to Kozai. Fujimoto doing a great job of getting himself open. Kozai with a great lead pass, and it doesn't fall. But Chiwaki's got his foul. No foul. Yep. Unless you don't count the head as part of the body, there wasn't a foul there. Knowles. Stibners. That shot was blocked from behind by Toyoshima. And now Kozai comes up for Japan. Latham goes off the court. Toyoshima's going to keep him away from the ball. Kozai comes down the middle. Knowles is on him. Kozai gets the shot free, but he can't get it to drop. And the rebound comes to Knowles, and he starts it off quickly with Latham on the right side now. Latham setting the screen for Knowles. Knowles with the head fake. Goes past. Good pass. Oh, good idea. He had the pass for Allison, but it was just in front of him. Needed to bounce, but would have been a lovely, easy basket for the Aussies. 14-7. Fujimoto. And that will bring the quarter to an end. He thought about heaving it down the court, but didn't. And that is the end of the first quarter with the score, Australia 14 and Japan 7. And if we take a look at the statistical tail of the tape, well, shooting is the big thing and turnovers are the other. The Australians have 6 points from turnovers on Japan, and the Japanese have none, and the Australians are shooting twice as well as the Japanese. And it's not totally a question of not getting good shots, but especially at the beginning, Norris was getting a lot of them and making them. The Japanese, when they were getting them, weren't. Start of the second quarter here at the Karaoke Arena. One men's wheelchair basketball at the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games. Australia leading Japan 14-7. Australia will inbound to start the second quarter. They're in the white jerseys, Japan in the black. Knowles. And this time the pass gets to Allison, but Allison can't get the shot to fall. 2 Australians back now if Kozai can hurry up. They've got a 4-on-3. But Fujimoto is stuck there at the foul line, doesn't have a chance to get a good shot. They're coming out very quickly on the 2 big scorers. Fujimoto's shot misses, and the rebound to Latham. He leaves it for Adam Deans. Deans setting the screen. Over to Knowles. Blair blocking Fujimoto. Latham back to Knowles. Look at how quick Toyoshima is. And that shot goes in, out, and in again, and it's 16-7. I think Coach Okawa wants, oh, that's a good pass underneath, and Fujimoto with the reverse layup puts it in, 16-9. Australia are playing a great defense on the 2 big threats, Fujimoto and Kozai. They really have to work hard just to get open looks, and they have to be creative. And there's a foul, no basket, foul before the shot inside. And the foul was on Kozai, which is his first. Norris to fouls. Back to Norris. He's got the quick release and he hits. 18-9. Norris bumping Kozai, no foul. Chiwaki, and he's fouled as he takes the shot. Norris gets a little piece of everybody as he goes by. Doesn't get more in and out than that. The second one's an air ball. Chiwaki, well, the first one was nearly perfect. It came out. The second one was nowhere in sight. 18-9, just over 2 minutes played now in the second quarter. And again, it's a unit change for Japan. Bring in 5 new players, same 5, second unit, and again, it's going to be a foul on Chuchiko, and the basket by Deans. But just what happened the first time they brought in that unit, immediately Australia got an easy basket inside off them. It's as if when they come in, they haven't quite aligned themselves up yet. And Adam Dean has his first 2 points of the game and make that 3 for Deans. 21-9 now, Australia up over Japan. Off the glass a little bit too hard by Chichiko. Chozai, good defense. The long pass, though, gets it across half court. Norris whirls around and picks up the foul. And that's going to be on Miyajima. Norris makes the second one, 22-9. Australia over Japan. Yojima with a quick spin. Chichiko. Good bounce pass to Chokai in the paint. Chokai is pushed over. I think it'll be Blair who gets the foul. And it's Russell who will draw the foul. Fujimoto comes back in. They start to mix those two units now. Ishikawa is in, Nagata, Fujimoto, Chokai, and Miyajima. Miyajima for three. That won't fall, but the rebound comes to Nagata. He's tied up from behind by Norris. And they call 3 seconds. And the ball goes over to Australia. All alone at the foul line, off the front of the rim, but gets his own rebound. Blair. Norris tipped away in a steal for Japan. Ishikawa, Miyajima now. Good maneuvering by him. Looking. There's the pass. There's the bucket. Just waiting for Ishikawa to come down the lane, and did. It's 22-11 in Japan. With Chokai putting a little pressure in the backcourt. Norris takes it from Russell. Sets up on the baseline over to Stibners. Stibners with the shot, and it's in. It's 24-11. Ishikawa, Fujimoto over to Miyajima. Oh, good look inside. Chokai, a little bit too hard. Chokai wanted the foul, looked at the referee and said, had his arms extended as in, what do I have to do? Norris all the way. Goes flying. And now Russell knocks over. And we've got two down. One on each side. So Fujimoto got knocked down by Russell. See there, no foul. That's just the overlean, but as Fujimoto came back the other way, Russell came into him and knocked him over. Referees then stopped play to pick the chairs up, and Japan will keep possession, but no foul on Russell. And now Fujimoto needs a wheel. He went down hard, his chair went down hard, and the bolt has come out. Again, we don't seem to have a replay available of that, but Russell gave him a tremendous knock. And Fujimoto with Russell on him still. Russell bangs into him there. And Norris with the steal. Comes right back. Oh, the shot was there if he could have just spun around. Up at the top of the key now with a new clock. Ishikawa nearly threw that one away. On the inside, and there is a foul. And Ishikawa looked for some space to maneuver, and Norris gets called for the foul. No, excuse me, McShane got called for foul. Stand up and take a number. That's the team's fourth. Good one. And the easy layup. 24-13. Chokai with the basket. Japan now showing the pressure, but it's broken quite easily. Stibners comes up now. It's one-on-one for him. Circles Russell, and Russell banks it in. Nice look by Stibners. 26-13, just over 4 minutes to play in the half. Good blocking on the baseline. Australia trying to keep Fujimoto in control, so Fujimoto's blocking for Chokai, and Chokai can't get the shot to drop. Norris with the rebound for Australia. Stibners bringing it up quickly. No help there, so he pulls up and waits. Cross to Norris. Blair is on the other side. Norris has the clean shot, misses, and Fujimoto with the rebound, and he's going to leave it. No break available for Toyoshima. Stibners there to cut that off. Chokai looked for Ishikawa. Now he throws up the hook shot, and the rebound. And Miyajima looking for the foul as his shot hit nothing but air. Stibners now brings it up for Australia, cuts toward the basket and tries the reverse layup. It's blocked by Fujimoto, picked up and passed back to him, and Fujimoto comes down. Now the pace of this game increasing. Fujimoto holds and shoots. His shot won't go, and Norris pulls it in for Australia. Up and down action here. Norris looking for the quick release, but Blair comes back to help him out. Norris, the trailing player, now gets the ball. Stibners spins. Norris comes and sets the pick for him. Now they've got a double screen. Stibners with the shot as the shot clock was about to expire. The rebound by Ishikawa. Fujimoto with the long pass, and it's good. Miyajima doesn't get the roll but gets the foul. And Miyajima actually probably could have controlled that for another few feet, but he may have wanted that foul. Take a look. He decided to go with the forward layup and not try to reverse it. He gets the foul, and we'll have some foul shots. But first, there's a timeout on the court with 2:27 remaining in the first half, and Australia leading Japan 26-13. Australia's timeout.
Clarity in the chaos. Know that there's going to be a roll. You have to get across the stop. Okay? Great job staying strong and making them shoot over a big hand. Short shot.
Well, that might become my motto from now on. Clarity in the chaos. Coach Ettridge is just giving me words to live by. But isn't that what a commentator does? Provides clarity in the chaos. Australia 26, Japan 13, 2:27 remaining in the first half of this Group A preliminary game, the last game for both teams in the round robin of Group A, where then we will determine the quarterfinal placings and the 9 through 12 playoff placings. Miyajima. Shooting hasn't gotten any better for Japan, shooting 25% from the floor, and they have not yet made a free throw. They're 0 for 3 on the day. Make it 1 for 4 for Japan. 26-14 is the score. And more substitutions. Knowles comes in for Stibners for Australia, and another wholesale substitution for Japan. And you saw there Miyajima very politely saying that the Australian shouldn't bother to guard him because he was coming out of the game. Norris takes the path to the basket. Nice job. Can't get the shot to fall, but he gets his own rebound. And in that low position, Ness was automatic. 28-14 with 2 minutes to play in the half. And the foul is going to be on Blair for Australia. That's the 5th, and it should be shot. Substitution comes in. Coach Eckridge again requesting an explanation of why a foul would be called on Australia. Fujisawa. He makes them both. 28-16, 2:03 to play in the first half. Australia now bringing it up with O'Neal. Tom O'Neal-Thorne. Ness, cross court to Knowles, who's left alone. He's not the guy you want to leave alone. Ness in the paint, takes a long time, but puts it in, 32-16. Kozai, he's been very quiet in this half. Australia's done a great job. Oh, what a pass. And the layup put in by Toyoshima. What a pass by Kozai. I was just saying, Australia's done a great job of shutting him down, and Fujimoto as well. That's been their game plan. Make the other guys beat you, and it's working. But Kozai dishing off for a basket there. O'Neal-Thorne. Kozai defending him. Ness just outside the foul line, and he puts that one through. So 4 quick points from the Australian captain, and the lead is back to doubling the Japanese score at 32-18. Oh, nearly. The lead is 14. Chichiko, he had a little pass to the basket for a 2-on-1, and now we've got a foul, I believe, on O'Neal-Thorne. Fujisawa will shoot the foul shots. No, he won't. Kozai will shoot the foul shots. Kozai only has 4 points. Make it 5, averaging 16 a game for Japan, only 5 in the first half. Fujimoto has only 6, he's averaging 17 a game. Ness got great position inside, good pass to find him, and Australia are up 34-20. Give the assist to Knowles. Kozai now, 17 seconds. Shot clock is off. They can work for the last shot if they want it. Chichiko now, Kozai's alone. He's got the three-pointer. It hits the front of the rim. Rebound comes out, taken by Allison with 5 seconds left. Ness trying to maneuver. Knowles across half court, lets the shot go, but it doesn't hit anything, and the first half will come to an end with an impressive performance by Australia defensively. Very, very aggressive, putting their big men on the top scorers for Japan and basically shutting them down. Fujimoto and Kozai with 11 points between them, and Australia at halftime lead Japan 34-20. If you take a look at the statistics, well, it's all pretty even except the shooting. Australia basically twice as effective from the floor as the Japanese were. Rebounding is pretty much even. The turnovers are not that spectacularly different. The difference is Australia are getting the better shots, and they're making them when they get them. The score at the half here at the Karaoke Arena: Australia 34, Japan 20.
step, right leg, and then left leg, and then right leg. Again, it's left leg, right leg, left leg. Again, and 1, 2, 3. Again, and 1, 2, 3. A little faster, 3 times down. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Again, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Okay, you can use your arms like this. The girls can use like this. Okay? And girls, remember, you can use your hips. Okay? Let's go again. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, remember, smiling. Happiness is the spirit of summer, okay? Let's go. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you guys, let's try the music.
So now it's time for the real thing. Let's turn this way. Come on, let's begin with the Australian team, okay? Marcus, my friend, can you release that samba for us? He's going to play a samba. And it's time for Ramon to help you out, okay?
Welcome back to Karaoke Arena 1 men's wheelchair basketball. Group A preliminary game between Australia and Japan. Australia lead 34-20 at the half. An impressive first half from the Australians, playing very, very aggressively on defense. The aim was to shut down the two big Japanese scorers, Ryo Fujimoto and Hiroaki Kozai, and that's exactly what they did. Fujimoto with 6 points, Kozai with 5 points in the first half, when you would expect by their averages they would have at least about 15 or 16. Meanwhile, for Japan, well, problems shutting down the big guys, which is always going to be the difficulty. And Ness with 10 and Norris, whose outside shooting had, especially at the start, was spectacular. He's 4 for 8 in the half. And Kozai can't get things started as his first shot is missed, and Latham came down with the rebound for Australia. So 34-20. Norris can't handle a pass inside, and that goes over to Japan. Norris, every time we look at him, he's giving somebody a bump. Toyoshima got one that time. Fujimoto over to Kozai. Trying to set up a screen for Fujimoto. Now he's got it. There's the pass back to Kozai. Kozai, he got caught between two minds. First faking the pass and then trying to decide whether he was going to go off the glass or just go for the hoop. He went for the hoop and missed. Norris got the ball, and Norris comes down himself all the way into the paint, lines it up and banks that one in. 36-20. So the Japanese come down, they get good shots for themselves. Well, Latham overplaying, and Fujimoto almost all over him, lost his balance, goes down, and Fujimoto, instead of the open shot, there is the whistle to stop play. Kozai, back to Fujimoto. Norris has the arm up. Fujimoto tries for glass and can't get that one to go. And again, Australia come down. One shot for the Japanese, one shot only. And Australia clearing the rebound, and Latham. Knowles lays it in. 38-20. So whatever Japan discussed at halftime to try to undo what the Australians are doing to them, it just hasn't worked so far. Game plan pretty much the same for Australia as it was when it started, and they're doing pretty well with it. Knowles comes out to bother Kozai. Now he's picked up, goes across to Fujimoto. They try to get a bigs on him. They get two. Fujimoto with a good dump, but the reverse layup won't go for Toyoshima, and again, only one shot for the Japanese. The Australian come down. Kozai cuts off Knowles. Latham now. Norris has the path to the basket. Fujimoto finally comes over. Great dish by Norris. Backhand pass. And Fujimoto is going to be called for the foul. And Norris flips over and gets himself up. Ishikawa comes in for Fuji. Norris is inside. Gets rid of it quickly. Gets the second try and puts it in. Second chance points, so important for Australia. Japan aren't getting any, and Australia now has still doubling Japan's score, but now it's 40-20. Inside. Chiwaki just couldn't get it away. They collapsed on him, and he couldn't get the shot. I believe that there was just a lost chair there. Norris from the outside, Fujimoto with the rebound. Kozai. Fujimoto. Kozai for three. Nope, doesn't get the shot away. Knowles got his hand on the ball, knocked it away, and McShane comes down for Australia, gives it to Latham. Latham cross court to Norris. 2-on-1 on that side. Norris makes the situation and finishes with the layup. Made it look easy. 42-20 now. 6.5 to play in the third. Australia running away from Japan in this third quarter. They've outscored them 8-0 since the start of the half. And Latham quick reacting on defense. Chiwaki couldn't get the pass. Latham knocked it away. And so the second unit comes in for Japan. Well, as energetic as Japan looked against Canada when they beat them 76-45 yesterday, they look that flat today. Oh, Nagata's in there open, and Nagata puts it in. 42-22. Good look on the pass and good basket by Nagata. Now, part of that might be it was the last game of the day, and now they're playing earlier and have had less rest. But, you know, basically using those two units, there really should be more energy in this, especially in the first unit. Second unit comes in, Australia's tactic has to change a little bit because there aren't really just two players you concentrate on. So theoretically they could get better results with this second unit, but that's only in theory. And it hasn't been that way in practice thus far. Norris behind the back, just gliding down so easily. And you saw again, Chan Chokai's shot. There was no rebound, no one underneath to get it. Oh, they called Knowles. Knowles threw the elbow very conspicuously. No, they didn't call Knowles. They called Nagata for the foul before the elbow. Knowles protecting the ball. Now he's in the paint. Trying for the long feed, and it gets down to Miyajima neatly. Second pass, there's nobody there. Now there is. Shot won't fall for Fujisawa. And we've got another whistle. So Knowles is going to get a rest as we've just passed the halfway point of the third quarter. 42-22. Australia's lead over Japan. We have another whistle. It's going to foul is going to be on Stibners. Setting the screen, the moving screen. Chokai. Miyajima. Chuchiko misses. Norris. Yeah, the foul on Nagata. Norris misses the first. And the second. Long shot, and finally an offensive rebound for Japan. Miyajima now can set up again for the Japanese. Nagata, good lead pass. They had two to choose from, and Chokai can't get it to drop. An embarrassment of riches, and then at the other end, the lead pass for Blair. Blair overran the basket, but still Australia have the possession in the front court with Stibners now. Drops it to Ness, and Ness, with time to line it up, drops it through. 44-22. Miyajima, good drop pass from Nagata, and he puts it in. 44-24. Nice one again, Norris. Well, Norris is getting a break, as is Blair. Fujimoto's back in. Oh, he has it. There it is, the drop for Chokai, and Chokai puts in the layup. It's 46-26, just over 2.5 to play in the third. And there's going to be a foul called on Miyajima as Latham goes down, trying to get that long pass. Latham misses the first. Makes the second. Chokai thought about the shot. Ishikawa's up at the top now. Fujimoto with 5 on the clock's got to get a shot off. Back to Chokai. He gets it off on the baseline, hits the rim, and the rebound by Toyoshima. He gets knocked down. Miyajima now. Chokai a little closer. Can't get it to go off the glass. Miyajima with the rebound. Back to Chokai again. And Chokai's out of the three-point line now. Fujimoto. Miyajima. Better ball movement from the Japanese. And there is the pass. And the layup goes in for Toyoshima. Works so hard, Toyoshima. Fujimoto with the rebound. Chokai. With the rebound. Kozai off the glass and in, 47-30. Up court to Knowles, one-on-one with Fujimoto, all alone on that half of the court. Now here comes the rest of the crowd. Knowles gets the screen from Simmons. You saw Simmons just basically telling him to wait, and he would come over and do it. In the middle, and good by Latham. Then every time Japan get points at one end, Australia come right back and get them back the other end, and they've kept the lead growing on just that basis. And that will bring the third quarter to a close. Another good quarter for Japan. They outscored, for Australia, they outscored Japan 15-10 in the quarter, increasing the lead by 5. And after 3, it's 49 to Australia and 30 to Japan. The Japanese seemed to play a bit better defensively in that quarter, and toward the end of the quarter, we're actually getting second shots for the first time in the game. Their shooting percentage has gone up slightly, but only slightly, still below 30%. Australia is still well above 50% from the floor. Rebounding is exactly equal. Turnovers are more or less equal, though the Australians have turned them into more points because they're landing more shots, and they lead after 3, 49-30. Welcome back to Karaoke Arena men's wheelchair basketball here at the Rio 2016 Paralympics Group A. Final match for both teams in the preliminary round, and Australia lead Japan 49-30. Simmons inbounds to Knowles for Australia. When you have a 19-point lead, there isn't much point in letting the ball come to you. You might as well use up the clock as quickly as you can, but there you go. You get into habits. And the basket is good by Deans on the baseline. 51-30 for Australia. Kozai comes down for Japan at full speed. Kozai made a little space for himself, and then Simmons came in and hit him chair to chair for the foul. Kozai, and there's another whistle. On the shot clock for Japan. Kozai spinning. He's got the shot now, uses the glass, or tries to use the glass, but misses. Knowles, and I think there is an 8-second violation there. Knowles just a little bit nonchalant bringing that up. No one was back to help, which is probably the bigger problem. In and out. Fujimoto can't get his drop. Australia come away with the rebound. Stipner's now looking for something. Again, looking for something to pass to. Finally has to go cross court to Deans, who came back to help. Knowles with it now. Knowles and Deans is down. Knowles off the glass and missed. Kozai quickly for Japan. Fujisawa, and he hits 51-32. Well, it looked worse than it was, but I'm just not quite sure why. Well, I know why you would go up. I'm not sure why the referees pay attention to the fact that if you go up in the air, you're going to collide with someone. Simmons can't get the roll, but there's foul. And again, this is the one thing I really can't believe. Simmons goes to the foul line, and they started to play the theme from Mission Impossible, which would have to be disconcerting at best if you're shooting a foul shot. Simmons misses the second one. Chuchiko with the rebound up to Miyajima. That one from the baseline misses by Fujisawa. Hit his previous attempt from there. And that's going to be an offensive foul called on Deans. I think Deans has a right to be surprised there because he seemed to be set in his position when he was making that pass. That's the team's third, his first. Fujisawa puts the ball into play. Miyajima doesn't want the shot. Clock's down to 6. He's got to take it and makes it. Wanted to get into better position. Sorry, Nagata. That was Nagata. Check that. and Nagata. Stibners misses. Rebound by Chuchiko. Miyajima. Stibners on the break. Quick outlet pass to him. (53-34), 6.5 to go in the game. And Chokai took a bit of a little bump. Well, Knowles put his hand up, but it looked like Allison, and Allison it is who's drawn the foul. Oh, point him in the right direction. Six and a half to play in the game. Australia 53, Japan 34. Australia have just fouled. Japan get the inbounds. They get 13 are left on the 14-second reset of the shot clock. And the foul is going to be on Yannick Blair for extending his defense to off the court. And that foul puts the Australia into the penalty situation. And Chokai Chokai, who plays for Sasebo Wheelchair Basketball Club, only 17. He's a two-pointer, 2.0. And he is going to be, I think, the centerpiece of this Japanese team. Fujimoto at 32, Kozai at 28. That's the, they may have one more Olympics in them. Chokai at 17 is going to have a couple more at least. And someone you could kind of build around. Miyajima is only 27. They need a big. McShane, nicely done. Pass from Norris, setting up McShane. He had to maneuver to get in there for the layup, and he did. 55-36 now. Chiwaki is 35. They need another big, basically, to round off that team. One other scoring threat. Toyoshima at 27, an excellent complementary player. Murakami, who's only 22, could come along and be one as well. (55-38) now. Stibners. Good look for Knowles. And Knowles puts that in. Knowles has 8. Chokai. Kozai off the glass and in, 57-40. Good press by Japan. They trapped Stibners in the corner, but he gets it out to Blair. Blair goes cross court to Knowles. Stibners joins them now in the forecourt. Norris, he misses off the glass, and Kozai with the rebound over to Fujimoto. Fujimoto always playing in long sleeves. Kozai drops it to Chokai, and Chokai with the hook shot. It's in, and he draws the foul. 17 years old, second youngest man in the tournament. And great to watch him active. And he'll shoot one. Latham replaces Stibners. Chokai misses the foul shot, but he gets in and saves the rebound, but only as far as Norris. And Norris comes down for Australia. And look who's back ahead of him is Chokai. Norris goes tumbling over the chair of Kozai, but the ball went only as far as Blair. Blair picked it up alertly, put it through the hoop, and then it came off the hoop and onto someone's head. No foul there, obviously, as Kozai was just standing still. And then if you watch on the next sequence, Chokai is, it looks like Chokai's being eliminated. I mean, Chokai's being tossed from the game. It's an unsportsmanlike foul, but Chokai went straight to the bench. And take a look now. It looked like Chokai used his hand to help push the chair over, and that would be why he, I think what Chokai was saying, he was just trying to get out of the way. Take another look. Watch Chokai's right. Well, actually, he didn't use his hand. He was pulling his chair away, but he's had a disqualifying foul. And that seems pretty harsh. It seems like what he was trying to do was simply pull his chair away. But yes, there's Chokai. A DQ for him. And Blair will shoot two, and Australia will keep possession afterwards. But that looks a bit harsh. It didn't look like he was trying to actually do anything to Blair. He was just trying to get his chair out, where the two chairs were caught with each other. Blair makes the second. Australia will keep possession. So the disqualifying foul, it does seem very harsh to Chokai, but 60-42, Australia. Norris, cross court to Knowles. And Knowles off the glass, beauty. 62-42. And Fujisawa cans that one. 62-44, 3 minutes to play in the game. Trying to save it for Norris. Norris picks it up, now hurls it down because they have to break the 8-second mark, and Japan intercepts with Miyajima. Chiku. And that one's good, and the foul. And Chuchiku completes a three-point play. 62-47. Norris, pass is good and the foul. Norris has 19 now. So O'Neal Thorne will come in and shoot the foul shot for Norris, who's having his arm attended to. Couldn't tell from here what it was, but the way they were working on it, it seemed to be a cut, scrape, abrasion, something like that, rather than, say, a bruise. Off the glass neatly by Murakami, and there it is. It is indeed just a cut or scrape. 64-49, Australia on a 3-on-1, and the layup is good by O'Neal Thorne. And Murakami, well, I said he's only 22. He's a kid with a future. And he's come in and hit those two in quick succession. Beautiful, beautiful pass from Knowles to Allison. Allison lays it in at 68-51 with a minute and a half to play. Miyajima into the corner, and Fujisawa. So all of a sudden now the outside shooting has opened up. They're getting a little bit of time to do it. That's the big difference. Murakami, Fujisawa. And with a minute 22, Australia take a timeout to talk things over, how to protect their lead, which is only 15 points now with a minute and 22 to play. Well, this is obviously the liveliest fan area with the Australians and Brazilians together, I think. And things much quieter on the Japanese side, obviously. Well, the music's still going, even though the game has resumed. Off the glass by Russell, and the rebound to Japan with just over a minute now to play in the game. Good lead pass. Back out to Murakami, and got a player down in the paint. 24-second clock expires, but Australia already had the ball, so they're coming down now. And another player down, and the whistle for the stoppage. As O'Neal Thorne's pass was stolen away by Miyajima. And then he's brought down by Allison, and not too subtle. I mean, to me, that is more worthy of a disqualification foul, to be honest, because it just seems to be a sort of attempted punishment for stealing the ball. Certainly could be argued it's a deliberate foul. Miyajima makes them both. 68-55. Oh, that's a nice pass from Deans. Second one to Russell. He couldn't control. Miyajima is inside. Deans hits him in the arm, pulls his arms away, hits him in the arm again, pulls his arms away. Murakami. Cross court to Nagata. Up top. Shot well off with 1.7 on the clock. It goes over to Australia. And that's the buzzer that will bring the game to a close. Australia, well, they advanced their record up to 4 wins and 1 loss with a 68-55 win over Japan. And Japan will finish the round-robin preliminary stage of this Group A with a 1-4 record. The key to the win, great defense by the Australians. No Japanese player got into double figures. Kozai with 9 was their leading scorer. 3 players had 8, including Fujimoto and the youngster Chokai, who had a disqualification foul, was ejected from the game. And, well, I assume that the reason would be something like a direct attempt to injure, as he pulled his chair out when Blair was having trouble getting his chair free. But again, I don't know that much. I'm not down on the floor level. I can't say whether it was something intentional, intended to injure or not. It didn't look like it from up here. But the key to the game, Australian defense, put the Japanese off their game. Their game plan coming out was to stop Kozai and Fujimoto from getting good shots and getting lots of points. And that's exactly what they did. They also dominated the offensive rebounding and shut the Japanese off from any offensive rebounds themselves. Japan started to get them in the 4th quarter, but by then it was really too late, and Australia is shooting for the game nearly 60%, which it will do at any time. Norris with 19 led the way for Australia. Ness, 6 for 7 from the floor and 12 points. Gave him a lot of help. So, as we were saying, a young team from Japan that's bound to get better, especially if they can find a good big man to establish a bit of a presence inside. But for now, there are the leading scorers. Knowles, the captain, the 3rd scorer for Australia. On top of that, 10 points. He had 7 rebounds to lead the team and 9 assists to lead the team. So he played a captain's role, everything kind of going through him. And when you look at the statistics, I think the offensive rebounds is misleading because Japan got most of those toward the end of the game. But the edge in defensive rebounds was strong for Japan as they kept Australia off the Japan Australia kept Japan off the offensive boards for most of the game. But the real key statistic there was shooting all the way. Japan had a big 4th quarter when the game was already decided. They made the score respectable in that 4th quarter. But really, Australia had run away with it in the first 3 quarters. And here's what that does to the standings. Australia are now 4-1 in the group.